Good morning and welcome to Fort Zeller Elementary School. This is your principal, Mr. Lynn, and I hope that you had a wonderful Monday yesterday. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2021, and it is a day 3. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to participate in the Mindful Minute. It's a good way to get yourself to arrive and to allow yourself to let go of the things that are nagging and bothering you from the past as well as from the future, things that might make you anxious or nervous. Arrive at the here and the now. There are things here that may even bother us now, but look around, use your senses, and find some things that are blessings and take them into account. So let's use our eyes for a moment and just scan our environment and then focus on something that has caught your attention and just study it. Study what it is, identify it. Notice the colors, the different kinds of colors in there, what the shading is like and the different shadows and things like that. Consider if it is a soft item or a hard item. Think about its textures. Then using your nose for a moment and take a breath in and out. What are you sensing with your sense of smell? What do you notice? And then with your ears, just pause, listen. What are you hearing? In a quiet room, there are sounds. What are you noticing? In a loud room, there are sounds you haven't noticed until now that you're paying attention. Think about those sounds. Observe them. And finally, with your skin, what do you feel? What do you feel with your skin, whether it's the clothing on you or the air just blowing against you? All right. Now, I'm going to use the smelling of the flower and the blowing out of the candle as my breathing technique. You know what? I'm going to use the hot cocoa method because I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to try that. You can use whatever breathing technique has been working for you. And also, if you're developing your own breathing technique, you could try that as well. Allow your body to notice itself. Notice its weight. Notice how the chair is holding you up. Notice your feet resting against the floor. And in a very comfortable way, take your first breath in, filling your belly full of air. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders to relax. Allow yourself to relax and to settle into your chair. Breathe in and breathe out. If your mind begins to wander, as it often might do, as you breathe in, gently tug your attention back to yourself. Bring that attention back to the anchor as you breathe out of your breath. Now turn your attention inwards towards your body. As you breathe in, notice all 10 toes, the bottom of your feet and your ankles, the heels too. And as you breathe out, notice your calves, both of them, and both knees. Breathe in and notice the upper part of your legs and your lower back. And as you breathe out, notice how your upper back relaxes. Notice how your shoulders sink along with its chest. Put a spotlight on your belly as you breathe in. Feel it and notice it filling up with air like a water balloon, like an air balloon. And as you breathe out, turn your attention to your arms, to your elbows, to your forearms, to your wrists and your hands. Breathe in, notice your neck, and as you breathe out, notice the head of yours at the very top. And finally, think about what emotions and feelings you brought to school today. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, sit with those feelings. Open the doors in your heart. Allow those feelings in. Try to identify them, but don't be judgy about them. Don't judge them as good or bad. Even if they are unpleasant to you or they seem like as you breathe in, they are bringing to you a message. And as you breathe out, try to understand those feelings and try to figure out what they're trying to tell you. And in due time, those feelings will move on to the next moment. And I encourage you and invite you to let those feelings go at the right time. and thank them for telling you whatever their messages were. In a moment, you'll hear a bell or a chime. Listen to it as it gets quieter and quieter. And when you can't hear it anymore, you may then open your eyes and awaken to the world that is around you. Welcome to a new day right here at the fort, where you are loved, where you are cared for, and where we want you to succeed. Now, whether you have a great day or not, that's ultimately your choice. So choose wisely, work at it, and enjoy the rewards. At this moment, please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I am so grateful for so many of you guys for joining me in the mindful minute. It's just nice to know that there are other ones of you guys who are, just joining in and helping out and helping yourself out. And helping yourself out is a sign of respect to yourself, which brings us to our 3 B's. Number 1, be respectful to others as well as to yourself. Show that integrity even when nobody else is looking. And then also take good care of yourself. During our PBIS assembly last week, some of you guys talked about eating healthy, right? Taking good care of your body. But that also includes your heart and your mind. And something like the breathing techniques that we use in the mindful minute, they're good ways to help ourselves settle our hearts, settle our brains, and to really be awake in this moment. Also show that you're responsible. Show that you're responsible for the things that belong to you. Show that you're responsible for other people's things. And show that you're responsible in taking care of yourself, right? Again, and taking care of other people. This goes back to being a hero. I know you can be a hero, and I want you to be a hero to other people. We have so many stories going on today. At the end of the day, we're going to wrap up our daily story. And I hope that you end up playing a nice character, a hero's character in somebody else's story. Think about it. Think about what kind of hero you want to be and work at it. And finally, show that you're ready to take on the day, ready to realize that the summer's coming up. The end of the week might be coming up in your mind. And guess what? Maybe we shouldn't get too carried away with it. That's the future. What about the now? Settle yourself in on the now. Your teacher might ask you to do things that are fun, but your teacher might also ask you to do things that maybe you don't want to do. Same thing within the cafeteria. How are you going to show that readiness and responsibility in changing your body, changing your thinking, so that you can have a good attitude, a cheerful attitude, an attitude of perseverance where you don't give up, an attitude of patience. That was our character trait last month, right? Where you are patient and you are waiting for the good things to happen. Okay. And finally, last but not least, I want you to hear it from somebody who really does care about you, and that's me. I love you. And I like you just the way you are. I challenge you to go around and find people. Maybe find someone you haven't said this to in a while and tell them that you love them as a human being and you like them just the way they are. I challenge you to do that. I encourage you to find Mr. Lin and tell him that same message. I love hearing it. I know you love hearing it too. I can't wait to see you guys around. Have a wonderful Tuesday. And by Tuesday, I guess I really ought to say Wednesday, right? I think at the very beginning of the mindful minute I had said Monday maybe, or even Tuesday. So today is actually Wednesday. I just caught myself. Wednesday, June 2nd, 2021, and it is a day 4. My apologies for mixing up the dates, but you guys can look at the calendar and get me right. All right, I'll see you guys around. Anyways, have a great day.